Okay, students, it is Friday, so that is something to celebrate. It is also May, which means we are one step closer to the end of our NTI days. And just for fun, it is officially Miss Cook's birthday month. So I don't know about you, but I do know. I know all of you love your birthdays. So I'm just a kid at heart, too. I love my birthday, too. Today, we're going to get started on your reading lessons. You will need to have out. You need to have your foldable finished by today. I know it's a lot, and if you wait and do this all in one day, it's just too overwhelming. So make sure you're breaking it up throughout the week. On the front, though, I did want to point out these are frequently misspelled words. You get to be the teacher on this front page, and you get to tell me if the way that this student has spelled them is correct or incorrect. So you have suggestion, negative, respectful, piano, original, and physical. I will tell you right now, there are adults that even struggle with the spelling of this word. So I know that you can be the teacher on that one. You will also need out your Unit 5, Week 4 vocabulary resource paper. That way, if you're still memorizing some words, you have that available. And today's story is in our lockbook, so you should either have out your actual hard copy of your textbook or you should be following along online. So today, if I'm in my lockbook, I am going to be on page 448, and we're going to read a fantasy. And I don't know about you, but I love fantasy stories. I don't know, I just like the creativity and the imagination that goes into these stories. Today's story is called The Incredible Shrinking Potion. So now is a good time to pause this video so that you can either read it with a family member or read it to yourself, or you can listen to it online. And we're going to pick up together and answer questions 1, 2, and 3 together. All right, let's look at our questions. Number 1. Fantasy stories include things that could not exist in real life, such as magical powers and animals that act like people. What detail in the beginning of the story reveals that this is a fantasy? So a fantasy is completely made up. It's not going to happen in real life. I love mermaids. I love unicorns, but those are fantasies, right? Those are magical powers that are not necessarily going to happen in the real world. So what detail in the beginning of our story reveals that this is a fantasy? At the beginning of the story, it says that Isabella and Mariella are working on a shrinking potion. So that sounds so cool. Like, I don't know about you, but it does kind of sound cool. However, that lets you know that this story is a fantasy. This shrinking potion, that's not going to happen in real life. So that was your clue right there that this is not true. Number 2, in this story, potion and antidote mean the same thing. If someone takes a shrinking potion or antidote, would he or she get bigger or smaller? So if you take a shrinking potion, are you getting larger or are you getting smaller? You're getting smaller. A shrinking potion would allow you to get smaller. And number 3 definitely piggybacks right off of number 2. Actually, your answer is in number 2. What is another word or a synonym? Remember, synonym is a word that means the same. So what is another word or a synonym for the word antidote? And the answer is potion. So today's job, you need to finish numbers 4, 5, and 6. Number 6, you need to draw a picture, so please make it creative using your imagination. And that is it for reading this week. We will pick up with reading next week, and stay tuned because your last day of math this week is next, and it is a super fun activity. Bye, friends.